Okay, thank you. That's it, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Bell. Real quickly, just want to thank each commissioner for all the work that you're doing. And you certainly are working commissioners. All of you have taken your responsibilities seriously on your committees and making time of your busy schedules and away from your work and your family to be able to go to these meetings and be there at your doing your job. And I just really appreciate it as your chair. Something that all of you said something to bring to the attention of myself of wanting to comment on them, but I will not do that. But certainly all of you have spared some interest here. But one in particular is a trip that Commissioner Mayo and his wife made to Langley this week, and Mr. Bell and I have been meeting with some of the Military Affairs Committee members to, in fact, we'll be meeting this week to have or secure, the strategy is to secure a strong armed lobbyist in Washington if BRAC becomes law, which it has not, but if it does, then certainly people, I was writing down some of the names. I was very involved in this back in the early and mid 80s, where I went on several trips and was very much part of the MAC with people like Mr. Troy Pate, Mr. Hal Tanner Jr., Freddie Farrell, Darby Woods, Mayor Hal Plunk, Dr. Alan Harvin. These people back in the mid 80s and all of just about all the 90s paved the way for where we are today. And I know there's a lot more, but I just, those names right off the bat. But today that tradition goes on with the people like Mr. Ben Seegers and Mr. Jimmy Edmondson and Mr. Henry Smith and Mayor Hal King, and just to name a few. And for our Vice Chair, Mr. Mayo, to go and be a part of that. But those times they're not over, but they are not as effective as they used to be. They still are effective, and the principles that we show up and shake hands and tell how much we love them and how much they mean to us here in Wayne County, that still has to be expressed in a very polite and welcoming way. But it's gotten to the point now where it's funding. We saw that in sequestration. He saw that, Mr. Mayo saw that when he went up to there with the sequestration, the things that they had been doing in the past that weren't allowed to do this time. But we are seriously concerned about the Goldsboro in Wayne County, the $560 million a year that's turned over. About Commerce says it's turned over about 4.2 times before it leaves the county. That's about a $2 billion cash flow that if Seymour Johnson would leave, this is what we would have to be up against. That would affect our quality of life. It would affect our educational system, the sales tax receipts, the businesses. It would affect everything. So we are doing our best, and of course our local legislatures and our national, federal congressmen and House members are certainly aware. But when we do get together, we do get together in a way to show our appreciation in this way. And I just want to thank you and the others as we move forward with the Military Affairs Committee. That's all my sort of reports. There's